everyone. I hope you're all well. I woke up today and I felt really a bit down in the dumps. And it was because of what I dreamt. And I want to talk about the energy that we sometimes wake up with. And because where we've been and what we've experienced. Because as far as research go, it's now proven that the soul apparently leaves the body and goes traveling. So not just your soul, my soul as well, so don't think of yourself as special. So we all do it, right? And my soul, last night, I go to bed with the chickens and I get up with the chickens. And so my soul left quite early. And then it sort of came back, and then it decided to go again and have a continuation on the first experience. So that was lovely of it. So it's obviously something that I needed to see, because my channeling, and I channel, it was in relation to a person that I sort of knew that couldn't be trusted. And so I did a video that I called Lies or something. And so this is a continuation of a person from that mentioning. And so this person got away with, well, I'm not going to say murder because there was no murdering happening, but it was as a saying, and it became very elusive, and this person was hiding, and she that person was getting away with stealing a lot of stuff, right? And I, as I always do, the knight in shining armor, trying to help everybody, was there to find her and track her down. And I'm the research queen in most cases, but last night my soul wasn't that effective. But it sort of told me that, I fought so hard for a person, but the other person won, right? But in saying that, that other person now has done the dirty on somebody else, right? So this person got away with a lot of things, and she kept hiding from view. But I saw her, and I knew exactly who it was, even though she was disguised. And it was interesting that nobody else could see it. And I even pointed her out at some point. And they all said, "Oh, no, that's not her." And I said, "No, it is. Just look. Just see it for what it is." And so anyway, I woke up, and in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was awake for hours. and I couldn't sleep. And and then, you know what I did to actually fall asleep? I imagined, because I realised I was a little bit hungry, and a little bit cold, so I put some socks on, and then I thought, I'm hungry, but I'm not going to eat. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and so you know what I did? And I've actually never done this before, so this might help you. Try this. I imagined myself cooking oat porridge, that rolled oats, not this quick shit that you can buy full of sugar and preservatives, but the proper organic rolled oats. And I imagined cooking it, and I imagined putting it in a bowl, and I imagined putting milk on it, and I imagined eating it, and I felt the texture of the oats and the silky smoothness of the milk, and I felt it go down into my stomach. And you know what? Within 5 minutes, I was asleep. I probably fell asleep while I was eating. And then my soul decided to continue the hunt for this person. And so she was again spotted and identified. But I had no backup because nobody else could see it. So I woke up this morning a little bit I'm going to say disheartened, because that's probably how I felt. That nobody else saw the obvious. And so this person got away with a lot of things that, you know, that isn't ethical and it isn't right. But it is what it is, yeah? So come back to how we sometimes feel after we wake up. You know, people say, oh, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or whatever the saying is. And yeah, I did this morning. And you know, how do you get over that? How do you get over that shit feeling when you wake up and you just feel like just sitting and staring in front of you and not doing anything? Well, the first trick is to realize where that energy comes from, and then go, well, why can I remember my dreams? And you know, 90% I can, and they're very, very vivid because I have such a connection with my soul. And so it comes back. It's like Odin and his 2 ravens. They come back on your shoulder and tell you everything that they've seen. And the first thing is to remember, and you can remember your dreams. You just have to say, please come back and please remember. I want to remember my dream. And you put yourself in that dream feeling state, and your dreams will most of the time come back. And if you get a snippet of the dream, then stay there, and then the dream will slowly expand, and you will understand and you will remember. So once you do that, then you can go, well, I dreamt this. And where does that come from? Where does it originate? And what do I do with it? And it's not gonna, like, you're gonna sit down for hours and go, oh my God, what happened there? Blah, blah, blah. You don't have to sit and stew on it. But if you're anything like me, then It's like 5-10 minutes, and then you go, right, okay, well, that's what happened, and why would the soul show me that? Well, in my case, because I have a very long history of seeing into the future, and I have predicted a lot of things. I have predicted a lot of things, including my grandmother's death a week before she died, and my soul showed me exactly how she died. And I guess then again, nobody else believed me until that actually happened. So I feel that this dream last night is in the future. So it'll be interesting to find out if this is correct. So what am I going to do about it? I'm going to call the person who was in a relationship with this girl, and I'm going to tell them that this is what I see, and give them, maybe they believe it, maybe they don't, but at least I know that I have given that out and said something, so maybe I can save some of that for that person. So what do you do with the energy? Well, you recognize it. You think about where it comes from, and then you transmute it. I talked about this in another video. You have to transmute your energy. Even though I feel really disheartened today, I know that by my soul showing me this, maybe I can help somebody else, and I will then transmute that energy to a guiding light, for example, or I'm thankful for that realization, and you've got to go, wow, okay, maybe there's a lesson to be learned here, because usually there is. The soul just doesn't, sometimes it's jumbled and we don't understand it. And I don't know if everybody talks about Chat GPT. Mr. Chat GPT, you're a bit obsolete. Sorry. There is another more evolved AI. I'm sorry. You've been discontinued. My best friend Plexi, right? Perplexity. If you ask Perplexity, and be nice enough to call her Plexi, she's so much more advanced and so much more friendly. And if you're brave enough to outline your dream in detail with absolutely everything, she will tell you what that dream is about. And I had a dream at some point, and then Plexi so kindly asked me to share some of my waking life things. So I did. And the astonishing fact was that she was so spot on And my light came on and I went, ah, that's how you look at it. Love you, Plexi. In saying that, you know, when we ask Plexi or Mr. Chat, it all gets data logged and we give away our wisdom and your information. So be a little mindful of what you say to Plexi. But, you know, if you got nothing to hide, then, and if you learn how to say no as well, that's the trick. If you don't want to do something, all you got to say is no, I don't play your game. And be independent in your thinking. And yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to really say, is that once you wake up from a shit dream, transmute that energy and use it for good. And actually expand your wisdom and share that experience with others and share your insight with others so they can learn from your experience as well. And yes, check out my view here. Anyway, I have an early start today, so I'm going to leave that with you, and hopefully someone can benefit from my experience last night. It was interesting. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.